that ooh, pigeon. Okay, what's up? It has been a very, very long time since I last saw you guys, like for like proper vlog. So instead of doing a bunch of tiny vlogs, I decided to do like a month update. Then it turned into kind of like a month and a half update. I made notes so that I could just do it real quick. I'm gonna be looking over here a bunch because that's where my notes are for this. So yeah, let's start. August 27th, 28th, those 2 days of orientation, pretty boring. Day 1 had lots of talking. Also, Glow Rams was pretty meh, not gonna lie. Glad I go to school at Lincoln Center. It literally felt like a high school dance, like the first awkwardness of a high school dance, but the entire time. And then day 2 was just more talking. August 29th was the first day of school. I only had 1 class that day, and then afterwards that day we had the theater crawl where we got to meet the entire theater program. It was really, really nice as well. And then the next day I auditioned for choir. I got in, and then I went on a run through Central Park, walked down Broadway, and just had a little adventure exploring on my own. August 31st, I got a little package, and that night there was also a silent disco, which was actually way more fun than I expected it to be. The next day, I ran with a friend in Central Park. Her name's Caroline. She's from Jersey, and it was a really fun time talking because it was kind of nice to share experiences between Southern California life and Jersey life. And then that night, I hung out with some family. We got Korean barbecue, boba, and we also went bowling. That was a really fun night. And then I just spent the night at their place, went back to the city early in the morning. Then I met up with Zoe for a good old fun time.
You scared me! You don't do that in New York!
She's all right about the vlog.
What's up?
Look,
I'm
she's
so down for vlogging
she's
now.
not hate. She claims she does it. She's nice because she is a good friend.
It's called friendship, man. The things we sacrifice.
Wow! Wow!
I know, I'm so sweet on the inside. It's scary. I hate it.
And she's teaching me how to be a New Yorker. Over the course of the next 4 years, she's going to turn me into a New Yorker. Then for one of our classes, we made a collaboration piece and we went to go get Legos. Then Labor Day was pretty lazy. And then I just went on a run. 6.18 miles. And then I went to Lincoln Center after my run. I did a little cool down. I was like, oh, okay, let's try to make this like a thing. You know, I think that might be my thing. I should run and then do my cool down and watch the opera, at least while the opera's still showing. But then it turns out it was the last opera showing that they were showing for the free summer operas. I'm gonna take off my hat. Yeah, next day, school, nothing much else. And then next day, September 5th, I went to Central Park with my friend Jayla for one of our assignments for an assignment for one of our classes. And then I saw Carousel. I made a vlog about it. You should see it up here. Next day, school day, had a lot of meetings, got coffee with my theater mentor. Her name's Sophia. She's such a sweetheart. And then I went to a production meeting for a show because I was planning on assisting in it. But then conflicts didn't allow me to. But, you know, more opportunities will arise. And then there was a floor meeting where we made all of our roommate contracts and this and that. And then the next day, Friday, our residence hall had a dance party. I had free food, all about that free food. Then I auditioned for the acapella group. After that, I went to a party for all the mentors and mentees, and it was just a really great time. She and I, we out here on the roof. And then the next day, Saturday, I went to this thing called Actors Expo. Saw some friends, didn't really know what we were doing. Then after that, I just explored and just came here. And I remember I was actually sitting over there and just chilling. Come here on a Saturday afternoon and just chill. Next day, I sang for the music ministry with our campus ministry, but that is literally the only time I've sang because I have not been free since then. Then after that, I went to acapella callbacks. I didn't get in, but you know, I tried, and more opportunities will arise in the future. Next day, I met with collab group number 2, which was a good time. We choreographed a piece, which is really, really cool. I don't know. I just love kind of the creative independence that we're getting as students. Then the next day was my first 9/11 here in the city, and I wanted to go on a run that day, and a friend wanted to as well, and I just was like, hey, let's just run to the World Trade Center. And it was a very solemn experience. Very, very solemn experience. Then the next day, I hung out with Zoe.
Hello, vlog. Welcome to the vlog. vlog.
She took me to this like citywide campus ministry thing, and we also made some friends.
What up, what up, what up, what up, what up?
She's the new star of the vlogs, apparently.
I like that, Zoe. She's the star of the vlog.
The next day, I went to an open night, which was an open mic night, which was really cool. Sang a bit, and also just ended up coming to Lincoln Center afterwards because I can't get enough of this place. Friday, nothing really happened that day except my friend Chris, he flew in that night, that Friday night, and I remember he sent me a Snapchat of how some dude either farted or burped behind him and scared the crap out of him. These next couple days, I made vlogs for them, so you can see them up here. Yeah, it was mostly just hanging out with Chris, and then I had my very first Fordham Studio Show audition. Didn't get in. Trying to assist it though. You know, creating those opportunities for yourself. I'm glad I finally put myself out there into like the Fordham theater community, I guess. Hopefully I can try to find a job assisting it. And then the next 2 days we spent with Chris, and he spent the night, but Fordham has this thing where you can only spend like 2 nights for every 7-week period. So if you want to stay over, you can only stay over for 2 days, 2 nights. And then the morning, September 18th, when Chris left, he left like 5 a.m. in the morning, but it was fine because I went to Lincoln Center because it was like completely, no one was out, and it was like such the weirdest thing in the entire world. But I thought it was so cool because like, when is the next time I'm going to be out here at 5 a.m.? So I just went out and did it. That night I went on a run, 6.15 miles, hour and 7 minutes. And then went to Lincoln Center afterwards because why not? The next day I finally opened the care package. It's basically, my mom got me a bunch of stuff and put it in this bag and sent it for Chris. But like, I also asked for a bunch of stuff to be brought over. So thanks, Mom, and thank you, Chris. And then another Wednesday night with Zoe.
What's up, party people? Welcome to the vlog. This is Zoe and your boy Jaymes with the Y.
Then the next thing, I went to this thing called Talk About It, where we ate tacos and learned about community engaged learning, which is really, really cool. Community engaged learning, basically volunteering, but then volunteering isn't like a word that we like to necessarily use because it kind of like sets this weird like power imbalance, I guess. So we call it community engaged learning. And then afterwards, I went to Legally Blonde audition because we have a club. Since we don't really have like a musical theater program, we have a club that does musical theater shows. I auditioned for it and I got in, which is really exciting. And then the next day, Friday, September 21st, that was weird. That was a weird day. Like, I don't know how to explain how I was feeling that day, but I know I was feeling like it was just a funky day. That's all I can do to explain it. So it was like I just went on a run to kind of like flush it out. It was just one of those days where you go on a run and you kind of just flush out the bad energy of the day. And then I ended up PRing my 6th mile, which is insane. Oh my gosh. I just did my first 6 miles with a 9:42 pace. I got my 6 mile under an hour, and I kept running, tried to see if I can get my 10K under an hour, and it's an hour and 13. So close. And then after that, I went up to Rose Hill for Prez Ball, which is basically like homecoming, and it was actually really fun, and the food was also really good, and overall, really great night. And I don't know about you, but was it just me, or was it this year was the first year when people actually like remembered that it was the 21st night of September, you know? Like, next day, yeah, I got home around like 2 or 3 that night. I don't really understand how my legs didn't hurt the next day, but it's fine. I got a lot of rest, and I really didn't even end up doing that much that next day, and it was just a very beautiful day. The next day, it was Sunday, went and hung out with family. We were just having a barbecue. There was a lot of meat. Oh, so delicious, so good. And then when we came back to the city, went to Milk, which was great, and I got something this time. That night I FaceTimed Claire and Zen for our Sunday FaceTimes, and they witnessed my first crack pie bite, and oh my gosh, absolutely amazing. Then the next day we had our first Legally Blonde rehearsal, and I also met up with another collab group, so that's fun. Next day, another Legally Blonde rehearsal, and then went to this diner called the Olympic Flame and had some really good food. Okay, now this next Wednesday is a very packed day. My friend Kivana and I went to this place called the Bhakti Center for a Hinduism project we were doing for theology. We got a tour. We met like the senior educator there, which is really cool. Then we rushed back to the school for a theater program meeting. Then I saw our studio show called Dutchman. Oh it was such a wonderful show. Like, congratulations to everyone involved in that. Then I rushed downtown for, the thing I go do on Wednesdays. Went home with the dancers, which was a really fun time, and then I chilled at Lincoln Center after I got back home. Next day. So, fun fact, the first years get assigned to one of the 4 main stage productions every year. I'm assigned to the first one. I'm on the run crew, and that night we got to see a run-through of the show before Tech Week, or before we entered into Tech. Turns out we get to be part of the show. We got to learn some songs, which was really, really cool, and I was so pumped to do it. I was so excited. The next night was the first night of Antigonic. We had a falling wall. It's pretty sick. Then the next day, first 10 out of 12, which is like a 12-hour call with a 2-hour dinner break. Wasn't that bad because it started at 11, so I was like fully rested. I was chilling. For our dinner break, I went to Lincoln Center. Of course, it's just right here. Like, what else am I supposed to do? And the dining hall together, it was really cute. But oh my gosh, today was like an arm day. Truly, I will never forget that crash wall. Neither will the run floor. It just the crash wall. Ugh. we love the crash wall anyway. Then after I just ran into Judgment Strike, just ended up staying till finish, and turns out it was Jayla's birthday that day, and we just did it. Okay, September 30th, big Sunday, another 10 out of 12, but we started at 11, so I was fine. Plus they had Dunkin'. During the dinner break, I spent my entire 2 hours going to the Broadway flea market. I don't really know what it was, but my friend Ina was there and I was hoping to see her, and I kind of just wanted to check it out because now I'm in the city. I'm a city kid, Yeah, literally the first thing that happened when I got there, I ran into Norm Lewis, and he is such a nice guy. Like, oh, that was also absolutely insane.
Look, it's Norm! What's up? What's happening? Broadway flea market. Yep.
Did he grab
awesome. Sure.
No.
Also, fun fact, he's the first celebrity that I saw in New York, so congrats, Norm Lewis. And then I saw my friend Ina from BAA.
Look, it's Ina!
I also got a cool thing like this no smoking sign that from a theater. I think it's pretty cool. It's up in my dorm. Then I zoomed back to Fordham, and then when we got back, Run Crew, we actually got costumes that day. So, and the pants are so cool. I want them so bad. You don't even know. And then Sunday night, so weekly FaceTime with Zen and Claire. October 1st, another night of Antigonic Tech, 6 to 11. Then afterwards, we saw the late night for Conversations with Stars. Conversations with Stars is one of our studio shows. It's part of the double bill. So the double bill, it's like two people on the playwriting track. They're writing 2 separate shows, but they kind of just put them into like one show. But we just went to the late night, and we saw the other late night the next day. October 2nd, the next day, we had a walkout here. Then it was another night of Antigonic Tech, 6 to 11, and then we saw the late night from March on, which was the other part of the double bill. It's so inspiring. That show was really inspiring, and I don't know, that's one of the things I really love about theater. I think it's just beautiful and mesmerizing to see theater jump off of the stage and to manifest itself in real life and kind of just really make change in other people's lives. Reasons why I love theater so much. Okay, October 3rd, after classes, I met with a friend who I met at BAA. Her name's Emma Diner. She made me this canvas. Oh my gosh, and so you should, it's absolutely beautiful. It's by my window. If you want one, DM her. I'll probably put her Instagram username up here, but definitely get one if you think it's cool. And then we had another night of Antigonic Tech, 6 to 11. And then Double Bill, they were doing their strike. They had pot stickers, and then I kind of just stayed because I felt bad because I was taking too many pot stickers. Plus, I love just being in the space, and I will literally do anything for food. October 4th, opening night for Antigonic. This was my main stage debut. We got flowers, and afterwards there was also food, which is also really cool. After that, I hung out here at Lincoln Center again because I just can't get enough of this place. October 5th, the circus started to come.
Stuff down there.
It's a circus. Well, it is a circus now. Now I know it is a circus. Then there's another night of Antigonic. It went really well. Then FaceTime one of my favorite people. I just miss her a lot. Next day, Saturday, pretty lazy Saturday, but Antigonic Night 3, it was really great energy that night, just both with the audience and the cast. Then I went to a diner with some theater friends, and it was a good time. October 7th, I hung out with Anna basically the entire day. We went and got bagels and then brought them here and then ate them and just kind of caught up with each other, even though we live a floor away. It's just nice to kind of just have us time and catch up just us two. Later that night, I FaceTimed a good friend of Anna and I, just kind of helping her out with college and stuff. And then I just stayed in Anna's room for a bit. And Anna's room is goals. It is so cute. Oh gosh, the vibe in there is just lovely. Then October 8th, Columbus Day. Don't really know why he gets a day, but you know, I have the day off of school. I met up with a friend from California who goes to Cornell, who was in New York because she was on fall break, and she was leaving the next day, so I was like, I'm not doing anything, let's just meet up real quick. And then we met up, and I kind of just showed her around a bit, which is really fun because I haven't seen her in a while, and it was just so nice to connect with her again. Afterwards, went to Legally Blonde rehearsal for like the first time in what seemed like years. Then October 9th, Antigonic brush up, which ran pretty fast because we didn't have to change the costumes, and yeah, so it was a good time. October 10th, it was Wednesday, and on Wednesdays I only have one class, but the one class that I had was canceled, so I was like living. So I FaceTimed a special someone because it was their birthday. Hi, happy birthday, Maddie.
Thank you.
And then I FaceTimed another person because I'm a bad friend. I'm a terrible friend. I'm so sorry, Biller. I meant to FaceTime Biller the day before, but I just forgot, so I FaceTimed her a belated FaceTime. And it's happening right now, so happy birthday.
Thank you, I really appreciate it, but like, please do not feel bad.
Then fourth show of Antigonic ran surprisingly fast, yeah, but still a great show. October 11th, it was the fifth show, then they had a talk back afterwards, then Kivana and I, we went to Lincoln Center afterwards, and we kind of just talked, and we never really, I don't want to say like a heart-to-heart, but yeah, Kivana and I just got to know each other a lot better. Then afterwards, I went to Anna's room, did some studying, and I did some editing too. Next day, oh my gosh, October 12th, such a beautiful day outside. That was Friday. It was such a beautiful day outside, so I went outside and edited outside. And I was actually editing over there. Absolutely beautiful. Because, you know, it's just such beautiful weather out lately too. It was closing night. It's closing night.
There's an event store.
We out here.
Jaymes,
Yes.
this is where our love affair ends.
What?
With a kiss?
With a kiss.
Poetic. Wow. Then cast party. Is there a secret password? Is there a secret password now?
Hey, babe.
Antigonic overall, even though I was only involved in it for like 2-3-ish weeks, it was a very fun experience getting to get closer with this group of people. Then October 13th, I had Legally Blonde rehearsal, and then I also went and saw a show with Anna. I'm going to be making that into a vlog. It should be up here once I finish editing it, but it should be done during this week, hopefully. Hopefully. And today, October 14th, I am videoing the vlog, or videoing the update, striking Antigonic, and then I also have Legally Blonde rehearsal, because show is this Thursday. So yeah, I'm fully updated. That's what's up. I haven't shaved in a while. It's dumb. It doesn't even deserve an explanation. I just haven't shaved in a while. And my hair is also getting super duper long. Thanks for the scrunch, Meg. She's been letting me borrow it. Well, also as part of my Antigonic costume. So yeah. Oh my gosh. And it's like rained so much. Like, I'm not used to this much rain, and it is so cool. It rained like so much in like the first like week than it has ever in the past like year in California, which was absolutely insane. Can't wait till it snows. You're gonna see this boy like absolutely freak out. I'm just trying to get a little chubby. I haven't ran since the last time I PR'd, which was like 3 weeks ago. I need to find time to run. I've been listening to a lot of Carousel because I just really love that musical so much. And I've been listening to a lot of My Fair Lady because it's right here at the Beaumont. I think it's absolutely surreal being like singing songs in my dorm and then they're singing them over here at this theater. Like, I think that's absolutely insane. I think that's why I come here so often, because we are going to school to train to somehow get onto these stages, you know, and they're just right here, like across the street from our dorms, which is absolutely insane. I come here so often. I try to come here like at least once a day if I can. I just absolutely love being here. It's just so nice to be here and look around and just be inspired by all of it. I always say that any excuse to go here is good enough for me. Classes are great, and I'm adjusting awfully well, I'd say. Like nothing's been terrible yet. If it is, you'll hear, or not, we'll see. Is there anything else that people ask when they're trying to catch up on like a freshman? I don't really know. So yeah, how my uploading schedule will be is probably I'll just upload vlogs whenever they're like relevant, like the ones that I uploaded recently. And then I don't know if I should do this. Should I make this thing like a monthly thing, a weekly thing, every 2 weeks? Let me know. Because then I can create a schedule for myself, and it could maybe be like a weekly occurring thing, and I could post them every Sunday. Thoughts? Let me know. Or not. It's just that school comes first before this channel. And school's important, and I'm not going to put this channel before school. So, I hope you enjoyed watching this little update. Yeah, and I hope you all have such a wonderful day, because it is such a wonderful day. Yeah, I was almost going to shoot this in my room, but the dorm is just so dull, like when you could be out here on such a wonderful, beautiful day. Okay, I got to go to Antigonic Strike. I hope you enjoyed this little update video, and I'll see you later. Okay, have a wonderful day, and just spread your goodness around the world. Okay, bye.